Hi, this is the 5 facts warm-up. So we're going to begin by tapping our fingers on the top of our head. And when we stop, we're going to say the name of a very important composer called Beethoven, just like this. Beethoven. Now, Beethoven was known for being a bit grumpy and a bit miserable. So when we say his name, I want you to pull your most grumpy and miserable face. Let's try it again. So we tap our fingers on our head, and then we say, with our grumpy face, Beethoven. Next, we're going to tap our fingers on our shoulders. Beethoven lived 250 years ago, so we need a gesture for 250 years. Something like 250 years ago. So let's add that after we've done Beethoven. So we start by tapping our fingers on our heads, and we say with our grumpy face, Beethoven. Then we tap our fingers on our shoulders, and we're going to say 250 with our new gestures. 250 years ago. So now we're going to tap our tummy. Beethoven wrote a piece of music called his 6th Symphony. So I need a gesture for 6, maybe a big 6 drawn in the air. So let's tap our tummies, and then we're going to say 6th Symphony with our new gesture. 6th Symphony. Let's go back to the beginning and add that on the end. So we begin by tapping our fingers on our head, and now I'm going to ask you some questions to help you remember what we're going to do. What was the name of this composer? Beethoven. And how many years ago did he live? 250 years ago. And what was the name of the piece we're going to be talking about? 6th Symphony. Now we're going to tap our knees. Beethoven was one of the first composers to tell a story in his music. So when we've stopped tapping our knees, we're going to say tells a story, as if we're opening a storybook. Let's try that. Let's tap our knees, and we're going to say tells a story. Let's put that fact on the end of the other 3. So we start by tapping our head, and I say, what was the name of this composer? And we go, Beethoven, with our grumpy face. And when did he live? 250 years ago. And what's the name of the piece we're going to be focusing on? 6th Symphony. And what makes this piece so special? It tells a story. And for our 5th fact, we're going to tap our toes or the floor. So Beethoven was a genius. So we need a gesture for genius. Maybe something like this. He was a genius. Let's just do that. Tapping the floor, and then we're going to say genius. Right, let's do the full 5 facts warm-up. Start by tapping our fingers on our head. What was the name of this composer? Beethoven. And when did he live? 250 years ago. And what's the name of the piece we're going to be listening to? 6th Symphony. And what makes this piece so special? It tells a story. And finally, what was Beethoven? He was a genius. And that is the 5 facts warm-up.